Freax. Oh, why'd you go and say that? Freax. The website was a mistake, yeah. Freax.
Folks, it's time for another fantastic episode of Twitter Freaks. Let's begin with this. Just leading with some racism. Just found out that Ramadan fasting is having a massive breakfast before the sun comes up and dinner after the sun goes down, otherwise known as skipping lunch. All right, wonderful stuff. This is a Catholic person posting it. It's perfect. It's so good. I love it. 43 million views on this. I guess what I would have to say is, yeah. It's hard to have two meals, one at 6 a.m. and one at 9 p.m. That sucks. But also, like, Ramadan isn't supposed to kill you, right? What? It's supposed to be tough but survivable, right? Like, kids are supposed to be able to do it. They're forgetting water. Yeah, you can't drink during that period either. They thought it was 40 days of starvation. I guess. I don't know. It's really weird. It's also weird coming from a Catholic where, like, what is the Catholic sacrifice during Lent? Every fucking Friday you got to drive to McDonald's and eat a Filet-O-Fish? Really? Oh. The American concept of sacrifice is once a week you eat a giant beer-battered fish fillet. Yeah, that's right, brother. An entire day without a steak. It's great. Don't forget no chocolate until they break. Well, not everybody gives up chocolate for Lent. I actually love asking people what they give up for Lent because it's always stupid shit. Frequently people will be like, what do you give up for Lent? And they'll be like, I gave up doom scrolling. And I'm like, really? You gave that up for Lent? Okay. I gave up feeling insecure about my body. For Lent? I don't think that's much of a I think Christ would be happy that you're doing that regardless. Now, when people say I gave up jacking off, more power to you. And if you're, about a week in a no-nut Lentvember, I gave up Latinos for Lent. Did you? Can you give them up to me? Danny, DM me. Masala brothers, Farfa, I hope your Ramadan is going well. I don't know how you're doing no water streams. Are you like parched by the end of it? I guess it's probably okay for you because Farfa streams are usually pretty subdued. He's pretty like level-headed. Doesn't spend a lot of time screaming. So I'm sure that it's fine. Anyway. All right, we only had one that was not political before we have to get into politics. All that happened this week was politics. There wasn't anything else that happened, so let's start with this. What the fuck is this, dude? No! Imagine if Elon got a low taper fade. Dude, the low taper fade meme is so massive. The president of the United States is getting it. Jaxel says the low Hitler fade. I did see someone point out, why would you get this haircut? You can see the hair plug scar in the fourth picture. Imagine if Elon got a low taper fade. It's not a scar, it's an X. God, I hope that's not true. Oh, man. I love the way he looks, too. He's built like a fucking Egyptian pyramid. Look at him. He's got like, let me pull up Paint. Let's see what I got on Paint. You got to ignore this. This is for something else. But he's built like this. He's like this, and then his body looks like this. Here. Is this Illuminati? Is this he controls the government? Built like a pyramid? He's like Soy Bill Cipher. Bill Soifer. That's not remotely funny. And he goes, buy crypto. You know what? Actually, this is my original character. His name is Soy Bill Cipher, and instead of like quipping, he goes like this: concerning. All right, moving on. More bullshit. Here he is at the State of the Union. Who designed this? Too many columns. Structurally redundant. Waste of materials. Look at those Muppets in their matching pink. How stupid. Acoustics could be improved by at least 17%. Should install hexagonal sound panels. I wonder what's happening on X, the everything app. Love it. So good. I love that dumb idiots think that smart people think like this. He's probably fighting his way out of a K-hole in this video, but they're like, he's probably looking around. He's like, I noticed multiple structural inefficiencies when it comes to the interior makeout of the White House. He's at the fucking State of the Union here. He's leveling in PoE 2. Yeah, he's got it on in his Neuralink. Oh, man. It's... oof. Should install hexagonal sound panels. I love that one. Like that means anything. Yeah, let me just go to the hexagonal sound panel store. That's how sound design works, by the way. I took a number of classes in in sound design when I was getting my stupid ass theater degree. And they were like, you always want the hexagonal ones? That's all you need to know. That was the final. Ugh, man. Great. Awesome. I also... How accurate is this, Elon Musk? Please confirm. Thoughts were thunk. We need to know. Thanks. Next up. Okay, let's talk about this. So, State of the Union. Was it last week? I guess it was right after Freax. It sucked. It was boring as fuck. I thought it was going to be cool, and he was going to be like, this is the first day of the new American Empire. But instead, he just did like a Trump speech from like 2023. He was like, "We're gonna make things so great. And one of the things he did is he brought out a little prop, which is this little boy who has some sort of brain damage and decided he wants to become a police officer. So they made him a deputized member of the Secret Service. It was like a weird feels-good moment in the middle of the State of the Union. But a couple of things here. One, this is a 13-year-old kid. Come on. Like this is not like a 7-year-old. This is a teenager. But second, listen to him talk here.
Such an honor to have met you.
Hold up, I got one more thing to say.
He has one more thing to say. I won't interrupt you.
If you're a Democrat and you're being mean to President Trump, I'm on your bumper.
That goes so fucking hard. If you're a Democrat and you're being mean to President Trump, I'm on your bumper. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Got him. Man, I love dunking on kids. It's so easy. And they can't do anything back. I could easily win a debate with 6,000 infants. He thinks he's so cool, and he's right. He's epic. I'm glad they brought him. They brought so many people to the State of the Union. They were like, here's that woman who couldn't beat a trans woman at swimming. And it was so pathetic. Stand up so everyone can look at you, you failure. And then she was like, hi. Here's this woman who was hit by a volleyball during volleyball practice, a crime that will soon be punishable by the death penalty. And she got up and she's like, hello. Here's an 8-year-old. He has an inoperable brain tumor. So what did we do? We started raising him up. We said, he's a cop now. And he's on your bumper. I love it. They had so many props. I think they need to start bringing more props to like the State of the Union. I want to see like JD Vance pull out like a rubber chicken. I want to see like you got to get the Speaker of the House to do a tight 15 where they're like Carrot Top. They're pulling shit out of a hat. We can get the Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries. He can get up there like Gallagher. He can bop some fucking watermelons and shit. That would be fun. Oh man. Good stuff. He talked about his plan for the economy for like 1 minute. He was like, things might be a little bumpy. That's what I love to hear. Oh, man. The Democrat props were nowhere near as good. Just a bunch of ping pong paddles. Don't worry. We're going to get to the fucking ping pong paddles. If someone has a good visual of the ping pong paddles, link me that tweet so we can talk about it. Okay. If they smashed a watermelon, it would actually be awesome. I mean, that was the whole concept behind the act, right? Oh, I got one. Okay, so here's... So if you thought that... Ooh. If you thought that the State of the Union, in which we outlined a future of America that was basically just a Trump rally, was lame, wait till you see what my opposition party dog did. Look at this. So some House Democrats have false paddles that they are holding up to President Trump when they presumably think what he is saying is false. Here's what they look like in action. All I have to say is, ooh, his days are numbered. Wow, this'll get him. Oh my God, I'm actually surprised he's still president after this epic deal. I do like protect veterans. Musk steals. Yeah, I guess so, man. They could have at least had the image of Trump like leaning over. This statement was checked by real Q patriots. False. Oh, man. Rough stuff. Just a quick reminder. These guys ain't gonna stop him. It's not gonna stop him. Ay, ay, ay. All right. Deviation from politics. Let's check on Champagne Poppy. So Drake was caught in this Instagram reel, which appears to be from someone named Ivysaur. I like to think it's from the Ivysaur. He rented out our club and is playing Stake on a Tuesday. This guy is different, man. Yeah, I mean, like, if by different you mean like depressed, check this out. It is rough. Yep, there he is. He's drinking. He's got a fucking MacBook Air on his lap, and we're just on stake.com. We're just pressing buttons. Only one in the whole building. He's on a couch in the center. He's playing some shit-ass video slot on stake.com. Oh, man. I think we got maybe a couple weeks left at best, right? This is not the behavior of someone who's doing well. Big win. They go back to him. Oh, no. They got it throwing confetti at him when he does well. Oh, no, man. This is really sad. He's pulling the confetti out of his drink. He's shaking it off his laptop. Oh, no. I feel kind of bad for him. I'm not going to lie. I feel kind of bad for him. Holy shit. Oh. Next up. Oh, man. Super rich ex-wives who hate their former spouse should be listed. Oh my God. Whoa, this is a sentence. Super rich ex-wives who hate their former spouse should be listed among reasons that Western civilization died. Grimes going, is the ex-wife destroying Western civilization in the room with us right now? Don't try and pull it back, Grimes. No, you're not making it off the pay no mind list. I'm sorry. I think... Oh, man. Folks, Workwear is in the news again. So this person is posting a Yingling in response to the tariffs. Workwear goes, this is technically true, but this comment skates by a more complicated issue. How much cost does it take to make something in the United States? Let's run through clothing. Spends 45 tweets sourcing the clothing that this person is wearing, right? He's like talking about pass-throughs, shit like that, right? So the quote tweet is, oh, God, right? Well, you come at the king, you best not miss. This image comes from Home Sweet Swindler, Forget-Me-Not Newton, the Great Inventor, a 1992 episode of Garfield and Friends. And the first Garfield project outsourced to an animation studio overseas. How does he do this? Is he setting them up? Like, what the fuck? You gotta be real careful here. Oh, man. The comment is, it's like watching GeoGuessr, but for dunks. It's unbelievable, dude. How did he do this? Fuck me. All right. Next up. I'm in an Airbnb and the ceiling is leaking. This is what the host said. I like that he put a positive spin on things. Clearer picture here. The ceiling is leaking. Indoor waterfall. That's awesome. Damn. Bonus feature. Oh, man. I mean, true. Literally true. Oh, man. Those who complain about landlords are right to do so, but they have never experienced the petty tyranny of an Airbnb owner. Airbnb owners are amazing, dude. They are incredible. I love the ones there's not very many of them anymore because people started to raise a stink about them. But the Airbnbs in which they made you do homework, like they'd be like, before you leave, can you mow the lawn? That shit was so funny. People thought they could get away with that. Oh, man. Okay, next up. This one's rough. Okay. So I don't know why Sam Cedar did a fucking Jubilee. Are you guys familiar with Jubilee? So Jubilee is the most Hitlerian channel on the platform of youtube.com. The concept is they get one guy who disagrees with a bunch of other guys, and they sit in a chair, and a bunch of other guys come up and talk to them. And the one guy is usually a liberal or conservative commentator, and the rest of them are like soy woke millennials or like epic-based Groyper giga-chads, right? So Sam Cedar, like one of the greats when it comes to making people look stupid online, did one, and I don't know where they got the interlocutors from. I imagine like the back of a Home Depot. They're rough. They're in bad shape. They're having trouble stringing a sentence together. This is the worst one. Let's check this out.
Trump's attack on DEI
He says his position is Trump's attack on DEI
hides his real goal, which is to give corporations more power.
Okay. So this person shows
DEI
up.
essentially provides.
Okay, so first off, this is a Republican now? What the heck? I guess if he was a liberal, he'd probably do something about the hairline, right? But what? Why are Republicans soy now? I thought libs had like a market on that.
Tax cuts for the end of the year when you create your tax returns. They give you a tax credit for hiring someone who is black or a person of color.
We're talking about government agencies that do not get tax cuts. They don't. Government agencies.
They don't.
No,
Yes, they do. They absolutely do.
I'm talking about
Every
parts
private and public sector gets tax cuts when you hire a person of color.
Government agencies don't pay taxes. Government agencies operate are funded by the government.
That is not true. That is not true. And you know what? I think the whole juxtapose of
what
this
do you
entire
say about
conversation.
What month is this?
This is January.
Okay, so we can agree on that.
What do you say to someone like this? Government agencies are funded by the government. That is not true. It is definitely not true. Yeah, for sure. And I will say this, I did watch the video. It's just full of moments like this. It's full of people that are like, here's something that's like provably false. And he'll be like, that's not true. And they'll be like, I disagree. Oh, rough. It's rough. It's also rough because like, this guy, I hate to be like this, but he's doing the classic smart guy thing of using big words very slightly incorrectly.
operate are funded by the government.
That is not true. That is not true. And you know what? I think the whole juxtapose of this entire conversation.
What?
I think the whole juxtapose of this entire conversation, the whole juxtapose of this entire conversation, the juxtaposition of this conversation with something else, right? The whole juxtapose of this entire conversation. It's good. It's good. Later he goes like this.
Have a job opening, you must do your best efforts to make sure that every
I like that. I
part
love
of
me a
society.
buzzword. You must do your best.
I love me a buzzword. You must. That's a buzzword? Must? Come on.
Effort. I love that buzzword.
Okay, pause.
Because you feel like you have to. You're pressured to.
Yes.
You shouldn't be pressured.
You feel like you have to. Yeah, you have to. That's like, what do you do about this? What do you do about this? I love that buzzword must because it makes you feel like you have to do something. Like, I don't know. It's rough. All right, quick detour for some great ads that I was getting. It's not staking yield, it's staking rewards. A reward for entrusting your validator and securing the network. Yet we're not charities. Like yield has to be worth the risk, reward should be worth our trust and engagement. Yeah, for sure. Thank you for this incredible ad. How about this one? Christianity! You missed your big moment. Wasn't anyone on watch? Disagree? You're in judgment. No matter what you believe, for anything is possible with God. The Bible says so. Jesus' return in 2020. December 21st, 2020, the Christmas star, sign of the Son of Man on the solstice. Oh, we missed Christ coming back. Duh. Oh. An ad I got served. That's good. Awesome. All right, we got just a couple more. We're going to do, first up, this. Oh, boy. So if you're unfamiliar, Magic the Gathering has a series of secret layers coming out that are SpongeBob SquarePants themed, and they're just doing meme review style memes. We have a counter spell that's the SpongeBob meme. We have a fucking... Let's see, someone posted the rest in the replies. I blocked Star City Games, owned. We have Force of Despair, that's a meme. Patrick Star is a meme. We have Knight's Whisper, it's a meme. Knight's Whisper actually has flavor text if you get a chase variant that goes, I have got to get my dick sucked. Days is another meme where this one doesn't even happen in the show. It's like they edited it like you saw it on Twitter. We have Inevitable Betrayal, and it's Patrick looking down. It's rough, man. It's really rough. I don't know what to say. It is really frustrating to know that Magic the Gathering is just becoming the worst kind of Fortnite possible. Here's the Spider-Man ones. Oh, shit. Do they have them pointing at each other? Oh, no. These are pretty cool. See? Literally just this. What do you meme SpongeBob SquarePants family card game? It's actually this. Can you call Sib and make sure they're okay? If I know anything about Sib, they're going to find a way to excuse this. They'll be like, oh, you don't have to play with them. Just a little bat chesty, but fine. I don't know. I've become so numb to the epic SpongeBob memes that I am pretty upset about it. They got to do a Fury variant that's him sitting in class gripping the pencil with the "Why my wife left me" text. Gross. If someone uses the SpongeBob... I can't read that one out loud, CJ. What if Magic the Gathering was Funko Pop? Yeah, what if? You know what, actually? Let's Google MTG Funko Pop right now. And there it is. There's a million of them. They already have 1,000 Magic the Gathering Funko Pops. They have 1,000 Yu-Gi-Oh! Funko Pops, too. Just more elder millennial marketing. One of these days, they're going to make like a secret lair that is for someone other than an online 28 to 35-year-old who loves the 90s and epic memes like Hatsune Miku and SpongeBob. But it is not this day.